Hello darlings, for today's video I'll be creating a wearable Kawaii inspired pastel look. To start, I'm priming with the Touch and Soul No Poreblem priming water and then filling in my brows with the Anastasia Brow Wiz in dark brown. I line the top and bottom edge of my brow and start to fill them in so that they are darker near the tail. I also brush through them so that the product is blended and then clean them up. To sharpen the bottom edge, I use whatever primer I'll be applying on my eyes, which in this case is the Plouise base in 0.5. Once I'm done carving them out, I tap the Plouise base all over my eyelid to create a blank canvas for the eyeshadow. Today I'll be using 2 palettes in a total of 5 shades from Profusion Cosmetics for my eyeshadow look. The first palette is this Wanderlust palette. I'm picking up the shade Retro, which is a cool toned purple, and applying this into my crease and outer V, and then blending it out a little bit using the same brush without any additional product on it. Next, I'm applying the shade Go Girl, which is a warm toned pink, slightly above where I applied the previous shade, and using this to blend it out so that it seamlessly transitions from purple to pink. I'm now quickly adding a bit more of the shade Retro to the crease because some of the pigmentation was lost in the blending process, and then I'm taking the JH30 brush and blending out the very top edge of all of the eyeshadow near my brow so that it blends into my skin. I'm creating a half cut crease using the JH42 brush and the Plouise base in 0.5, and of course taking this a bit higher than my natural crease because I have hooded eyes. Once I've created a precise cut in the crease, I'm using my finger to tap out the outer corner where the base meets the shadow so that it will be easier to apply shadow in that area next. I'm using the Morphe M506 and some of the shade Retro to darken that outer V and blending the edge out with some of the pink shade Go Girl. I'm now popping on some brow bone highlight using the shade Illusion and then switching palettes and filling in the area we cut out. The palette we're now working with is the Sapphires palette from Profusion, and I'm packing this light blue shade called Bermuda onto the blank space left on the lid. Next, I'm blending that blue into the purple we applied earlier using the JH40 brush, and then it's time to add some fun details to this look. I'm popping on some Touch and Soul Metallist liquid topper in the shade Violet onto the lid in the spot that the blue and purple meet. I'm now using the Mellow Cosmetics liquid lip paint in Rome as liner in the crease, following the shape we already created so that there's a defining line between the blue and purple. Next, I'm using the new Profusion long-lasting liquid liner in Onyx, which is an extremely dark matte black, to line my lashes and create a small wing. For lashes, I'm using the visofree lashes in D109 from Aliexpress, and I forgot to apply mascara before lashes, so I'm just popping on a little bit of that, and then tightlining with the Sigma Longwear eyeliner pencil. Now it's time to move on to my face makeup. As you may recall, I primed at the beginning of the video, so now I'm just adding some MAC Strobe Cream and Pink Light to add a glow from within, and then applying the Dior Skin Glow Foundation in 0N using the Real Technique sponge. For concealer, I'm using the Revolution Conceal and Define in C1 and applying this underneath my eyes as well as the high points of my face, like my nose, forehead, and chin, and once again blending that out with the Real Technique sponge. I like to set my under eyes before the rest of my face, so to do that I'm using the Hourglass Veil Powder in the Morphe sponge. I'm sweeping the excess powder away and then setting the rest of my face with the same powder in the JH01 brush. For contour, I'm using the Anastasia contour kit and just mixing all three of the contour shades, and then I'm bronzing with some Ofra Americano bronzer. I like to contour to add dimension back into my face, and then I like to bronze to add a bit of shimmer and glow to the skin. Now I'm sharpening the contour on the hollows of my cheeks by swiping on some Your Minerals powder, which is a thicker consistency than the Hourglass powder and works better to clean up the contour. I'm also contouring my nose and then using the same powder to define that area before finally sweeping all of the powder away. For highlight, I'm using the Ofra Glazed Donut collab with Nikki Tutorials, and for blush, I'm using the Buxom Wanderlust blush in Havana, both of which are extremely pigmented. To finish off my eyes, I'm first applying the pink shade Go Girl onto my lower lash line, and then I'm sweeping on the purple shade Retro to darken it up a bit. I'm then using the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in Heartless to fill in my waterline and applying some mascara to my lower lashes. Next, I'm applying the shade Frostbite from the Sapphires palette to my inner corner, and then I'm switching brushes and adding some of the Touch and Soul Metallist Liquid Glitter Topper in Holo Glow to really make the highlight pop, and also dragging this onto my lower lash line a bit as well. For lips, I'm using a combination of 3 Mellow Cosmetics lipsticks to create an ombre effect. First, I'm applying the shade Milan all over, and then I'm applying the shade Rome to the center, smacking my lips to blend them together, and then applying the shade London on the outer corners to give some depth. I'm then adding more of the shade Rome to make everything lighter, and then finally I'm topping the center of my lips off with the Profusion Sparkling Lip Topper in Secret. And that completes this wearable pastel kawaii inspired look. Let me know in the comments below if you like wearing pastels, and please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time!